did about the verdict today. The only possible verdict that could have been reached that was genuinely fair and independent would have been a full acquittal on all charges. That's not what happened. Every single third party that has looked at this case from the beginning, from the UN to the EU, the US, the UK, everyone has said there is no evidence to sustain any of the charges. And Egypt's own Supreme Court, when they looked at this case, said there wasn't sufficient evidence. So the verdict today sends a very dangerous message in Egypt. It sends a message that journalists can be locked up for simply doing their job, for telling the truth and reporting the news. And it sends a dangerous message that there are judges in Egypt who will allow their courts to become instruments of political repression and propaganda. But there is a solution. Your president, President Sisi, has said from the beginning of this case that he wishes the prosecution had never been brought and that he would intervene at the end of the judicial process to grant a pardon if the journalists were reconvicted. That's exactly what's just happened, and I'm here with the Canadian ambassador. My thanks go out to Canada for all of the consular assistance they've given to their citizen in this case, which has been extraordinary. We are now going to be holding in Cairo a series of meetings with government officials where we will be asking for a pardon in this case, and if a pardon is not immediately available, then deportation to Canada, as with Mr. Fahmy's colleague, Peter Greste, who was sent back to Australia. We very much hope for a swift resolution of this case in line with what President Sisi has himself promised in the report.
What about the next time?
We have a president ready here, and that's what we'll be seeking.